Mercedes has recently unveiled the updated version for their most popular and iconic G-Wagon. The new update continues the legacy of legendary G-Wagon introduced in 1979, which remains an off-road legend. While the car remains same, but there are subtle updates for the both G500 and G63 model, but the main change is in their engine and power. So in today's video, let us talk about both the models one by one. First, let's talk about the G63, which is one of the most iconic car of the Mercedes brand. Although there are updates to the exterior of the G63, you'll have to look carefully to spot them. Since the look of the Geländwagen is one of the things that stand out, it's no surprise that Mercedes hasn't messed with it. Still, there are refreshed front and rear bumpers, an AMG-specific grille, and new air inlets with 3 vertical louvers. There's also new A-pillar cladding and a spoiler lip on the roof's edge. The headlights are standard adaptive multi-beam LEDs, and the taillights feature LED tech too. Of course, an AMG crest on the hood identifies the AMG G63, and for the first time on the G-Class, the exterior mirrors now project the AMG logo. The G63 also gets an AMG fuel filler cap in silver chrome with black elements, and there are silver painted brake calipers as standard. A new 20-inch wheel is standard in a 5 twin spoke design, but buyers will get to choose from 6 designs varying in size from 20 to 22 inches, and along with all these, a new color option is also available, which is called as Hyper Blue Mango. However, the AMG exterior carbon fiber package is available to buyers, which kits out the spare wheel cover, bumper inserts, and visual underride guard at the front and rear in carbon. This also adds a dark chrome radiator grille, carbon design mirror housings, and blacked out housings for the headlights and indicators. Fortunately, Mercedes has also made some minor improvements to the interior of the AMG G63, although these are so subtle you may miss them. On the G63, there are dual 12.3-inch displays running the MBUX software for the first time. These displays cover a driver's information cluster and a central display for infotainment. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are available, with at least one of those offered wirelessly. You get a new steering wheel covered in Nappa leather with a little sporty touch. Then, there is a transparent hood like the Mercedes GLS or GLC, through which you can see under the front bonnet of the car where your tires are running, which is quite cool. Heated seats, tri-zone climate control, and a sunroof are standard features, and a Burmester 3D surround sound system with a satellite loudspeaker in the headliner will be included on these top-end models. Apart from this, off-road spec data will also be shown in its infotainment, which will show things like departure angle, approach angle, direction, steering, rotation sector while off-roading, and G63 also has the option of new active right suspension. That means in simple language, the SUV will be more stable. In potholes, and especially at the time of cornering, the body roll of this vehicle will also reduce slightly, because this SUV also has a lot of body roll due to its boxy design. Although the looks and features are fine, the main change that has happened is the main engine of the vehicle. So it will have the same setup which is available in the current G63, but now a hybrid setup will also be available with it. The new G63 has a 4.0-liter B-turbo V8 engine, which will produce 577 horsepower and peak torque of 850 Nm, but now it also has a 40-volt hybrid setup, which will give this vehicle an additional 20 horsepower and a boost of up to 200 Nm. If seen technically, this vehicle will get almost 600 horsepower and 1000 Nm torque combine. With this immense power, this vehicle can achieve the speed of 0 to 100 in just 4.2 seconds. Despite this, all these things of boxy and heavy design have become fashionable. But if you want to do proper off-roading with your G63, then what about that? Don't worry, Mercedes has thought for that this time. That is, a separate off-roading pack has also been introduced in G63 variant, in which a lot of off-road accessories and gears, etc. are available, like 20-inch off-road oriented alloys with all-terrain tires, upper roof carrier in which you can carry anything or even do camping. There's also a ladder to climb up and a slightly rugged step cover. Rest of the power and interior of this vehicle is also the same as the G63. Now let us talk about the model below it, Mercedes-Benz G500, in which the company has, in a way, both downgraded and upgraded it. But first of all, if we talk about looks, it also gets a new grille, along with 4 slat and Mercedes logo will be available in chrome only. Then it gets a new design on the sides with a new bumper, new housing, and skid plate, but their size is the same as the same old one. And same at the rear, new bumper with reflectors. Apart from that, its interior also almost matches that of G63. only its steering wheel is different. But if we talk about where the company has downgraded it, earlier the G500 also had a V8 engine, which produced almost 416 horsepower, but now the company has replaced it and installed a 3-point inline-six engine. That means a complete downgrade in the engine. Now you will say, what is upgrade then? So the upgrade in power means the size of the engine has reduced, but it also has a hybrid system like the G63. So now this car produces 443 horsepower and 560 Nm of torque, in which its hybrid setup will also give a boost of 20 horsepower and 200 Nm. Well, Mercedes is very clever. It made the engine smaller, saved money, and also made people happy by showing more power. As for pricing, Mercedes has announced that the G550 and G63 will arrive at U.S. dealerships in the second half of this year. Although specific prices have not been disclosed yet, we anticipate a slight increase for both models. The 2024 G550 currently starts at $144,150, while the 2024 G63 begins at $184,150. Therefore, it's safe to say that the 2025 model will require deep pockets. So friends, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting, and in order not to miss a new video, make sure to subscribe my channel. Good day to everyone, and see you soon.